So the idea of having a universal minimum income, I guess, is the question that is sort of country specific, is a great aspiration. But I think it comes back, I think, to a certain extent to Jack's point, is that we all need to go beyond awesome into productive. And at the end of the day, giving people a base load of income for not being productive is a question. Should we be creating a society? I mean, it comes back to socialism versus capitalism to a certain extent. A society that feeds our needs, our basic needs, and then allows us to be productive for the rest of our money, or whether we need to create a system that is actually more geared towards productivity as being the focus, whatever that means. I mean, firstly, you've got to define what productivity means as the basis on which income is basically earned. So it's a difficult question to give a yes or no to, I think.
So Margaret Thatcher say, the problem with socialism is that you soon run out of other people's money. So if you want to give universal basic income, you have to tax somebody more money. And so if you tax somebody more money, then you disincentivize him from doing more work. And if you give free money, you get free riders. So I don't think this is very good. And anyway, basic income means only basic, not much.
Yeah.
So I think it's, the other thing is you have to understand work is joyful. Work gives you purpose, gives you a sense of usefulness. Work is not torture. Work is not a chore. Work must be volunteering. They want to do it. I didn't draw a salary for 23 years now. I work so damn hard every day and night. I have no weekend, no night time, because it's joyful. And I think that if we do a universal basic income, we have to consider based on needs rather than everybody. You give Warren Buffett $1,000 per month basic income because everybody is entitled to it. It's no meaning. So the latest news is that Finland, which is the first country who tried out universal basic income, has given up. They have stopped it because they think the timing is not ready. Eventually, when everything is in abundance, that means the robots are doing all our work, the solar energy is giving us free energy, and everything runs by itself until the human being is completely obsolete. Maybe we need the universal basic income because we have nothing else to do except to write poetry, play music, and have sex, right? It's not so bad, isn't it?
The robots might get in on that action too. Stuart, any thoughts? Since you're providing a lot of the data for all these things to take place.
Yeah, so okay, from technology point of view, I really can't comment on that, whether it's a universal salary or have a minimum wage or whatever. So I think that eventually I hope to have a universal connectivity. So everywhere you go, the data rate or the voice or SMS is across the board is the same. So that's something that I think could be possible. So assuming today we go to a different part of the world, we are paying a flat rate. Yeah, that is possible, I think. Okay. From my point of view or from a technology point of view, I think that is possible.
Would organizations be willing to do that, though? Because that would mean some would get more, some would get less, if you make it consistent across all platforms around the world.
It took, I think, Europe about 17 years to get so-called within European Union. They actually have a flat rate within the, I think, I don't know how many countries are there. So it took them quite a bit. So I think it's possible. So today, I think, for me, for 01, actually, we are not a Singapore company per se. We're actually building out Vietnam soon. And eventually, if we're able to go that far, I think eventually we could do a 01 across everywhere. And that's something that we can do. I mean, we can do a fixed price. That is possible again.
Okay.
I think yesterday they had a meeting in Pan-African Free Trade Zone Treaty. So 22 countries signed up and they ratify it. So slowly you will find that Africa can intertrade with themselves. Right now they don't trade with each other. They go to Dubai.
Yeah.
They fly to Dubai and fly back. It's cheaper than they fly directly, right? But I think that's going to change because the wastages is so much, and I think this will be definitely a good opportunity in Africa.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Cool.